Hey everyone, this is Coloring Chemist. My name is Connie, and welcome back to my channel. I know I tend to do a fair number of haul videos, so I thought, well, I need to go through my supplies, my books, and I need to figure out. I'm bringing all this new stuff in. There's got to be old stuff here that I'm not using, and I need to figure out what that is, and then come up with some kind of plan for it. So I guess you call this a destash. So this is a destash video. Mostly I think I'm going through books, but there are 3 supply items that I relatively recently destashed. Now I've already given them away, so I will insert pictures of them on screen here and just give you a bit of a explanation as to why I destashed them. So the first one is the Arteza Real Brush pens, and it was a set of 96 in a case, and I actually had a second set of 94 of them, not in a case but in a plastic container, and it was a whole thing. I bought these a number of years ago, and I bought the ones in the case, and when they came, it was missing 2 colors, but it had duplicates of 2 other colors. So I contacted Arteza through Amazon, and they were great. They said, because all I did, I asked them, is it possible to send me the 2 colors that I'm missing? And they said, well, no, because we don't have them open stock. We'll just send you a whole nother set. I said, okay. So that's what they did. So I took the 2 colors that I was missing out of the new set that they sent. They didn't send one in a case, they just sent it in the plastic container. But so I basically had almost 2 full sets of these. But since then I bought the Zig clean color real brush pens, and I just enjoy the color palette of those much more. So I thought, well, I don't need two different kinds of these real brush pens. So I gifted these to some members of my family. And the other 2 supply items that I recently gave away were some oil pastels. So I gave away the Paul Rubens Haya, is that how you say it? H-A-I-Y-A, 72 set of oil pastels. And I also gave away a set of Montmartre, I think that's how you say it, 120 oil pastels. I did keep a set of 48 Mungyo pastels. Now, I haven't done a whole lot of oil pastel work, but I would like to start doing more. So I got out all 3 sets of these, and I was playing with them to see which ones, was I going to use all 3? Realistically, no. But the Haya oil pastels were beautifully soft, but very, very greasy. And I just am not the kind of person who likes to get my hands that sticky and greasy. So I beautifully colored, but so I decided I didn't want those. And the Montmartre had a beautiful selection of colors, but was just a little bit harder than the Mungyo. So I decided to keep the set of Mungyo. I also have a small set of Sennelier, just the metallic iridescent ones. And I do have another set of Mungyo that's the Aquarelle oil pastels, and those are metallic as well. So yeah, the regular Mungyo, the Aquarelle Mungyo, and then the small set of Sennelier I have, that's more than enough for me. So 3 items of supplies that have gone out the door, and I feel good about that. Books. So these are some books that I've just been going through my shelves, pulling some books off the shelves. I have them in a stack here next to me. We'll go through them. I'll sort of, I'm kind of viewing this video as I'm sort of talking through these decisions with you guys. Sometimes talking through things out loud helps, doesn't it? So I don't know that I'm getting rid of all of these books, and I honestly don't know what I'm going to do with them. Yeah, I don't know. I still have to decide that too. But the first couple books is actually, these are fairly easy decision-wise. These are all duplicates. Now, this, and I don't know what order these videos are going out in. This is actually in my May 2025 haul, and I don't know if that videos came out yet or not. I bought this from Amazon Japan, not realizing I already had a copy of this. Silly, I know, I should have looked, but I did. So I don't think I need 2 copies. So this is the Ken Matsuda coloring book. So I'm probably going to destash that one because that's a duplicate that I don't need 2 copies of that. There are certain books that I will have 2 copies of, but I don't know that this is one of them. This was years ago. Well, yeah, years ago, because this was Book Depository. And I had placed an order with Book Depository. It was right before Christmas, maybe, I don't know, I can't even remember when they closed, 2, 3, 4 Christmases ago. And the order ended up getting lost. And so I contacted them, and they were great, and they sent out a whole new order. And the new order got to me. And then, I mean, it was like 3, 4 months later, this box shows up. And here it's the old order. I don't know where it was. So I contacted Book Depository, and they said, by this point in time, just keep it. Like, that's fine. So I ended up with 2 copies of things. So, actually, yeah. So I ended up with 2 copies of Color Ya, Wonderful Little World, Volume 2. So I do have another copy of this, which I am going to keep, but this is a duplicate. So, again, not a book that I probably would want or need 2 copies of. So there's that. These postcard books were in there too. Again, duplicates. So now I have, 2 copies. And then there's another copy of this one. The wonderful, lovely Suzanne, when she sent me her Happy Mail gift from Norway, she included a copy of this. So I ended up now I have 3 copies of this. And so the copy she sent me is safely on my shelf. But these 2 were the first and the second order from Book Depository. So yeah, and these are just little small postcard books. Joanna Basford, they're German. So I will probably find some new homes for those. Now, the books that I'm going to go through now, these are not books that I have duplicates of. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if I talk myself out of any of these. Sorry about that, folks. I had a coughing fit there. Central Canada here, we have a lot of wildfire smoke. I'm not close to where the fires are, but the air is very smoky, so it's making my throat very scratchy and dry. All right. Again, not sure what order these videos are going out in. This is a book that I literally just got May 2025 in an Etsy purchase that I made. Etsy order. It's my fault. I should have looked more carefully. I should have looked at more flip-throughs. This is just not the kind of book that I would color in. It's a beautiful book. It's called Socks Goblin, which I think is a hilarious name. And it's kind of manga, I think you would call that style. I could be wrong. I'm not that familiar with the style, but I would say a good half of the book, yeah, that much of the book, is all the colored images, which you can then duplicate back here. And it's a beautiful book. It's on beautiful paper. It's just not the kind of thing I think I would color. So, yeah, I think I will let that one go. Again, I'm not sure when I say let go, they'll go somewhere. I just don't know where. But I do think I'm going to let that one go. This was one that I got used a couple months ago, back in the winter, I think. So this is Claire Lode and Orly Castex. So this Orly Castex is the same person who illustrated the Sorcières coloring book, which, again, the beautiful, lovely Suzanne shipped me some Happy Mail all the way from Norway, because you can't get it anymore. And then so there's 3 books total that Orly has. So she's got the Sorcières book, Wonders of the Sea, this one, which is she's working together with Claire Lode, and then Cats. Now, I have all three, and I think I will keep the Cats book. But this, not really. I don't tend to color a lot of underwater sea pictures. Excuse me. Yeah, just not the kind of thing I would color. So I thought, well, rather than hoarding it, might as well see if I can somehow, whether it be selling or giving away something, pass it on to somebody who might color it. Now, I did get this used, so that was colored. So that's not me. There's one other thing that was colored. Oh, there. Somebody colored a little bit of the seaweed. So, it's not in pristine condition. The corners are a little dinged, but like I say, I got it used, so. That's Wonders of the Sea, Claire Lode, and Orly Castex. I think I will let this one go. Like I say, I definitely am keeping Sorcières, and I do like the Cats book as well. This I bought ages ago. Almost when I first kind of got back into adult coloring. So this is a Color It book. I don't know if this is still available. It's called Colorful Seasons. 50 original hand-drawn designs. And I mean, it's like all other Color It books. The cover might as well be made of wood. It's hugely thick. And then, you know, you've got the top-bound spiral. Oops. And it goes through the seasons. Now, I am a sucker for a seasonal book. Sorry, I know you probably can't see. It's very big. See, I wouldn't color that. Probably not that. Probably not that. I mean, I might color something like that, but I've got other snowflake books. Yeah, I wouldn't color that. Probably not that. Not that. Probably no. Probably no. Probably no. No. Probably no. Probably no. Probably no. That I might be more likely to color. And that. Maybe that. Maybe that. I feel like maybe there was different artists for different seasons. I didn't actually look. I do like the cutesier, cartoonier pictures better. It's just a preference of mine. So yeah, these spring pictures, maybe. Now we're into summer, I think. Probably no. 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 Maybe. No. 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 Maybe. Maybe. No. Maybe. Probably not. Maybe. Yeah. I know. I'm a sucker for a seasonal book, but I just don't think there's enough pictures in here for different Color It artists. So I don't know if it says who anywhere. Oh, Hasbi Mubarak, Turbot Basuki, Ivan Gatarik, and Steve Cassie. Sorry, probably not saying those properly. Yeah, 2016, so I don't know if this book is even available anymore. Just not art styles that appeal to me. So yeah, I probably will be getting rid of that one. This is another one. It's another Color It book. And I'm pretty sure you can't get this one anymore. I've seen this one for sale used for like $100, $150. That's weird. I don't know. I have a hard time with people that I mean, I guess that's capitalism, right? You know, scarcity drives the price up, but this is all just quilting, and I don't tend to do any quilting. This might benefit somebody who quilted more. But yeah, I'm kind of not doing full flip throughs. I guess I did with the last one, but there's some kind of seasonal ones. I don't know if there's like a Christmas quilting. There was one that had pumpkins, so that looks like kind of fallish ones. There was one with pumpkins. There's a pumpkin there. That one looks kind of springish. There, a jack-o'-lantern. Yeah. Just not, I think, something I would color. So I think I am going to let go of that one. This was one of the... Because I do have a couple watercolor coloring books. So this is Christy Rice Painterly Days Flower. And it's 25 flower illustrations printed on Luxe watercolor paper. But I don't think it is watercolor paper. I mean, I could be wrong. It does say somewhere. Maybe not. I thought it said what the GSM was, or anyway, so it folds out like this, and it's got, you know, some painting tips kind of there. It talks about suggested materials, and the paper is thick, but I don't think that's watercolor paper. It doesn't feel like watercolor paper at all. Like, there's no texture to it. I mean, it's not thin paper, but, and I you know what, I've not tried it, so I guess I can't say for sure, but I don't think it is watercolor paper. I mean, I could be, yeah, I tried a little bit. Oh no, I did try a little bit there. And things don't move like watercolor, like you would think they would on the paper. So, I mean, I guess I could take it and, you know, pre-treat it with some kind of sizing liquid or something like that, but it's just not the kind of, it's not the kind of stuff that I would paint anyway. They're glue bound in here. She's got, you know, some quotes in various places. It's a very pretty, beautiful book. I just can't, you know, I've got other coloring books now that I think I would be more likely, like the Claire Therese Gray, I would be more likely to color in. So, yeah, I think I am going to get rid of that one. Again, when I say get rid of, I don't mean like get rid of, like throw away. I just mean, yeah, I'll figure out what I'm going to do with them. This is, bought this a couple years ago. So this is the 2023 Joanna Basford Weekly Coloring Planner. And I do have tape on here because it was on my shelves and as an untouched book. There's no new pictures in her coloring planners, as far as I understand. I don't think there's any in here. And I don't tend to use a paper planner for work. The planning and stuff that I do is all digital. So, yeah, I mean, I would probably color these images in their original books, because I think I have most of her books. So I you know, these would be like duplicates. I don't think I would, I actually don't know why I bought it. just cause, I guess. I don't know. I mean, it's a lovely book, and it has nice paper. Yeah, I just can't. Is this the UK or US edition? This is US. Yeah, OR. I don't know if that makes any difference, but I mean, it does give you some pictures of hers spiral bound, which is kind of cool. But yeah, I don't think I will keep that. This one, I am not sure. I bought this, I'm going to say a couple years ago, and it's one of the top books, and it's an Advent calendar book. Now, I did open all the Advent calendar stuff, so I suppose if I was selling this or giving it away. So how it came was, you start there, and then there would be like 2 pages that are perforated but together, and then so on day 1 you would tear the perforation and you would open it up and you would see, you know, what day 1 Advent calendar was. And sometimes, often it involved coloring, but sometimes you also cut things out. Like here you would color this, and then it talks about how you cut it out and how you glue it and tape it, and it turns into like a little paper ball kind of ornament. And then day 2, this is just coloring. You would just color that. Day 3, looks like this is another kind of craft. I think it kind of alternates. You know, one day is coloring and the next day is crafts. That would just be coloring. There's another craft. I mean, even the crafts involve coloring, but yeah, see, I think this is all, is this all Ursula Schwab? Yes. And sometimes I like Ursula's art style and sometimes I don't, weirdly. Like, I do like that. I would color that, but I don't think I would color that. And I don't think I would color that. I tend to not be very fond of her, like her dogs and cats and things. See, I might color that. I don't know that I would do any of the crafts. Maybe. The pictures do have, I don't know if they all do. Did they all? Yeah, they do have some areas that are already colored, and it's made to look gold, but I don't know that it's terribly shiny. Maybe a little. Would I color that? Maybe. No, probably not. So yeah, it's another one of these books where I might color some of them. I probably wouldn't do the crafts, but is it worth keeping? And would anybody want it since I pulled it open already? I might color that. You know, like I did. I kind of took the Advent out of it, didn't I? But I mean, all the you know, I haven't torn any pages out. Like, it's all still here. It's just all the surprises are already opened. That's all. Uh-oh. I was hoping when I used this cheaper washi tape that wouldn't happen. I don't want to tear it. Carefully. There we go. No, I think I'm gonna let that one go too. The next few, what have I got? Here, is that it? I think that might be it. These are the only 3, sorry about the glare, Nice Little Town books that I have. So I have Nice Little Town Christmas 2, Nice Little Town Halloween, and Nice Little Town 5. And I don't know. I think as I get further into my coloring journey, and I think this is maybe true for everybody, you get a better sense of what you will color and what you won't. When you're first starting out, you tend to buy kind of a lot of different books. because you're not sure. A good portion of this book is illustrations from other books too. Like that much of it, that's all illustrations from other books. So the actual nice little town is here. And I think her style is cute. And truth be told, if it was printed on better paper, you know, I might. And I think you can get some of her books PDF. Can you? I don't know if you can get them all. But I just have so many other lovely books on better paper. I can't see me going to this. Do you know what I mean? I can't see me picking this up and coloring it. So, Nice Little Town 5, I think I am going to let go. Nice Little Town Christmas 2, because I think Nice Little Town Christmas 1 didn't have the mice. I don't think. And I do like the mice, if because I know she has other books that don't have the mice, but I do like the mice, and the mice are cute. But again, the fact that it's on Amazon, you know, Create Space paper, I just can't see me picking this up and coloring it in here. So yeah, I think I'll let that one go too. So I can take the tape off. And Nice Little Town Halloween. Now this one, I did do a little bit of testing in. So I don't even know if this one is worth giving away or certainly not worth selling, I don't think. Because this has satin glazing liquid on this page, and then I was trying, I think that's some tempera paint sticks I was trying some just to see how things would color and blend. I mean, it is super cute. I mean, Halloween is just... Cute Halloween is I love cute Halloween. It's just funny, because I will watch some pretty scary horror stuff. That doesn't bother me. But if I'm going to color, I want it to be cute. I don't know why. Yeah, and I did some testing of stuff there. I can't even remember why. I think I was just seeing if I could blend on a page that wasn't. And then this one that wasn't treated, and this one was I don't even know. Maybe this one was sprayed. I think this must have been in a video that I was doing this testing, but I honestly don't remember when or why. But yeah, so it's kind of like I've kind of ruined parts of the book. So I don't know. Should I just recycle it? I'll have to think about it, but I do think I am going to let it go. Because I do have other Halloween books. Hannah Carlson's coming out with a Halloween book this fall. Again, if I'm going to, you know, I teach, I don't have a lot of time during the school year. If I'm going to grab a Halloween book, it's probably going to be that one and not this one. So, yeah. So that would actually take care of all my Tatiana Bogama Stolova books. Wouldn't have any left. Oh, well. Speaking of Halloween... I got this last year, and I don't think I'm going to color in it. It's like a Halloween advent calendar, so it's 30 days to Halloween. It's Coco Wyo. Again, Amazon Create Space paper. Because it's printed in Bolton, Ontario, the print quality is actually not bad, and the paper isn't bad, you know, considering it's Amazon Create Space. But again, if I'm going to grab a Halloween book, is it going to be this one? Probably not. And there's no way that I have enough time in the fall with teaching to color one of these pages per day. Well, sorry about the glare. Yeah, there just isn't. So I think I will take the tape off that one and let that one go too. Do I have any Halloween fall books? Oh, I think I have one more fall book. This is, again, one that I bought ages ago when I first kind of started to get back into kind of, you know, coloring. I colored as a kid and colored a little bit when I was homeschooling my daughter, but sort of, you know, getting serious about the adult coloring hobby. I purchased this book. So this is Edwina Macrame, Autumn Dreamlings, and there's 2 copies of the pictures in here. So, where's the second? So, if we look at, so there's the first, I don't know, maybe it goes, I thought there was 2 copies of everything, but maybe not, because that's where the second copies start. Are they out of order? Maybe they are. I don't know. Anyway, so you've got a copy that's all white, and then you've got a copy that has a black background. See? I thought every picture did, but maybe not every picture. Again, it's Amazon, it's CreateSpace paper, but it is printed in Bolton, so the paper's not bad. The print quality is good. You don't see any lines in black, right? It's nice, solidly printed black. I just can't see me coloring it. Yeah, not with other choices that I have. So I think we will take the tape off that one too. So Autumn Dreamlings, Edwina Macrame. Let that one go. I don't think I have any other, not that it matters, but I don't think I have any other fall or Halloween books. This is Floral Mandalas, Alexandra Franzese, and I have, there was 2 copies of this. There was a color by number and a non-color by number. I think they're the same book. I could be wrong. No, maybe they're different. I have the color by number one, which I think I will keep. Sometimes I just like pulling color by number just because. This book does have 2 copies of the images. The first set has, can you see it's like a grayscale printed on there? Whereas, here, we'll do a comparison. And I have colored 1 page in here. So I colored that page out of the grayscale section. But, so there's an example of grayscale, and then here's the same picture with no grayscale. It's not a big difference. The grayscale isn't really heavy. But it does mean that you can do a little bit of sort of flat coloring and yet still get some indication of shading, which is kind of neat. I just don't know that I would... Now this one I'm not sure about because I do love a good mandala book, and this is not a bad mandala book. And like I say, with the grayscale, you can, it's like insta shading. Now I'm talking myself back into this one. So I looked at this one and thought, oh yeah, I colored a page in here. It wasn't bad. I'm gonna put this on the maybe pile. So that goes in the maybe pile. This is another one that I purchased way back. Sorry about the glare. I keep forgetting. Purchased way back. Again, just kind of getting into coloring. Thought that it might be something that I was going to color, but I don't think so. So it's called Garden of Joy, Sabine Design. Again, Amazon CreateSpace paper. It's very cute, but I can't. Again, if it was on better paper, maybe. It is pretty cute. I just can't see me coloring these on the CreateSpace paper. It's pretty thin. It's a pretty thin little book. The cover is very cute too. Nope, I think I'm gonna let that one go. Isn't that funny? So the super cute book I'm willing to let go, but the mandala book I'm gonna keep, or maybe keep. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I'm gonna let that one go. Oh, this one I just bought like not that long ago. It's a Coloring Heaven Junior actually. And It is illustrated by, I should know this illustrator, Lee Holland. And Lee Holland does have some very cute illustrations, and these are all cute little dragons. And they are very cute, but I don't see me coloring them. Because it is a junior, there's a lot of open space in the background. And then I would feel like I would need to do like elaborate backgrounds on them, and I'm not feeling that. If I'm going to do elaborate backgrounds, it'll probably be on something else. So it's the typical Create Space paper. Not Create Space, sorry. Coloring Heaven. Coloring Heaven paper. Is cute. But I think we'll let that one go too. Sorry, you guys watching me peel the tape off probably is kind of boring, but you know, I really thought that I would color in this one. I got this a couple years ago, I think. So this is Chris Riniak, Morning Scribbles coloring book. And I know that he has more coloring books out, but this is the only one I have. So this is 50 pages of monster doodles drawn by a big weirdo for you to color. It's Amazon printed, so again, Bolton, Ontario, so it's not bad paper. It's grayscale. Well, some, not all. That one's not grayscale. The monsters are adorable, but they're very big and they're big spaces. And I'm more of a teeny bitty detail color person. So yeah, I can't see me, as cute as they are, I can't see me reaching for this. I mean, maybe those because they're smaller. Like, I just wouldn't. And I mean, there's people who do amazing things with these, you know, these big images. But I am not one of them. So I think I will let that one go. This. So I don't have a little collection of tape up here. I don't have that many the Cute and Simple or Cute and Simple Comfy Cozy books. I did purchase, I don't know, like a half dozen of them this past winter, and I was going through them, and I think I'm gonna let these two go. So this is Kiki's coloring, Cozy Winter, and My Fuzzy Buddies Christmas, Cute and Cozy. I don't even know if it says who did this one. I don't think so. Oh, Jolly Polly. Yeah. But the other ones I think appealed to me more. I do like the smaller ones, and so this is a standard larger size book. And if I'm gonna do Cute and Cozy, I'm probably not gonna do bigger images like that. Like, I would want them on the smaller square. So I think that one will go. And this one, I had a couple other winter Christmas ones, and I just preferred them better to this one. And I mean, how many do I need? Not that many. So yeah, I think I'll let that one go too. So there we go. Two more down. Oh, this one. This is an older book. It's not in print anymore, as far as I know. I bought this, and I paid more than I should have. But I love Angela Porter. And this is Joyful Gardens Escapes coloring book. There's two of them. She had Joyful Gardens, and was it an underwater one or something about the sea? Something? I could be wrong. I don't have that one. I think I have most of her other books, particularly the ones that she did through Creative Haven. But I just kept seeing this one, and I don't know, I got it in my head that I needed it. So I probably paid more than I should have. Because like I say, I don't think it's in print anymore. But I just do not like the paper in here. It's very thin. I thought since this was, you know, this is, oh, it's still Dover Publications. Okay. I just assumed the paper was going to be better, and that was on me. I should not have assumed that. But you can see it's very typical Angela Porter. I don't know. You know, I actually haven't, I don't think I've tried coloring on this paper, so I honestly don't know what it would do. It is single-sided, so I mean, it's not going to matter. It just feels like the kind of paper that would bleed out a lot. No, I mean, I bleed through too, but... I think this is going to go in the maybe pile. For two reasons. Number one, I do like Angela Porter. Number two, I spent more than I should have on this, and I feel like letting it go is some kind of, I don't know, sacrilege somehow. I don't know. Maybe pile. Well, so far we've only got 2 in the maybe pile. That's not bad. This is Zen Garden by Trina Delzile, Peter Popper Press. And I do have a couple other Peter Popper Press books, and they do have very nice paper. And I think I bought all 3 at the same time. So I have one that actually is illustrated by Flora Waycott, who I love. And then I have a Christmas one. And then this one. But now that I'm, again, sort of, you know, I can't remember, did I buy these last year? Just thinking about my coloring style, I don't think this is what I would color. You know? Again, none of these books I'm not saying are bad. And if you own the books and you love them, you know, that's wonderful. Wonderful. It's just not for me. That's all. Yeah, I just don't think that I would color those images. So yeah, I think I will let that one go. So, Zen Garden book. I have 2 Angela Gonzalez books. And this is Sea of Colors, and I think the other one I have is something to do with fairies. Fairies. I can't see it on my shelf. Magical World of Fairies? Something along that line. This is Amazon print again. And I thought about letting both of them go, but I do think I would probably... Now that I'm looking at this, I like the big eyes. I know some people don't, and that's totally okay. I do like the big eyes. But if I had to choose between the, and I realize I don't, but I would choose the fairy one, which is why I pulled this one and left the other one on the shelf. I mean, it's cute. No, I think I will. I will pass this one on somehow. Let this one go. Again, you know, this isn't a new book. Yeah, there's other books that I would go to before that one. Now, when I first started this channel, so 2 years ago in fall of 2020, because I think I started September 2023, so September 2025 will be 2 years. One of the first 5 videos I think I did, it's like my 3rd, 4th, 5th, I don't know, somewhere in there, video. I talked about purchases I made from Etsy from Jen Katz, who is a German artist on Etsy. And I think you can only get her books through her Etsy store, and I'm not even sure if her Etsy store is still up and running. So there were 2 books that I got. One of them is Home Sweet Homes, and the other was The Color of Autumn. And then I went back and I purchased these. And this is a set of 3, the Infinite Coloring Book series. Originally, she had these in a different format. that was on much thicker card, and instead of being a book where the pages flipped, it folded out like accordion, so it was this huge, infinite long coloring page. Kind of like, is it the Pictura books that do that? I think it's Pictura books. She had sold out of those, and she still had these for sale. So this is all one, technically all one image. So, you know, you start coloring there, and then the image goes over the other side and carries on, and then goes over this side and carries on. So this is technically, and I think if we look at the back, yeah, this shows you what the image would look like as if it were all one long image. And there was an artist edition available. It was 7.5 meters long, and it was hand bound. There was a limited edition of 25. They're no longer available. The paper it's pretty good paper. I remember doing a flip through of these and saying how much I liked her quirky style, and I do. But with 5 books from her, I don't know. Plus, I think I bought some of her PDFs too. Yeah, I can't see me coloring. She had some Christmas and then Halloween PDFs, I think. I can't see me coloring, all of this. And since these 3 were untouched, I think I've done a little bit of coloring in the other 2. I thought, well, maybe it's time to let these go. So this was volume 1, and then volume 2, and again, and she did sign them. It's very lovely of her. So this, if you got the artist edition of this one, it was 8 meters long, and this would all be, like one image. And it still is in here, it just goes from page to page, right? Yeah. And then there was a 3rd volume. Again, they're 8 meters long, the artist edition. And they're all just fantastical, whimsical. She's very creative. Sometimes there's space scenes. It's like there's little alien beings. Like I say, good paper. But I do think I am going to let these 3 go. Yeah, I still have the other 2, like I say, and I do have some PDFs of hers that I can print out. Sorry if you can hear a tapping noise. I'm filming this at night, and so I have lights on, and it happens here in central Canada to be June bug season. And June bugs come out at night, and they're attracted to light. So they're hitting the window in front of me. But I can't turn the lights off because then you guys won't be able to see. So if you hear a tap, 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 sorry if it's annoying, but it's the June bugs hitting the window. This is a book that I bought from, I'm pretty sure, Amazon Japan. And again, it's seasonal. It's called 4 Seasons. Aiko Fukawa, I think, is the illustrator. And again, I'm a sucker for a seasonal book, but I have so many seasonal books, and I'm just not sure that this illustration style is one that I'm, necessarily drawn to. But it does go through, you've got summer, there was spring at the beginning, some floral letters, which is kind of cute. And then autumn. Snowflakes, we're into winter. It's like tracing paper. I don't really know. It probably tells you what you're supposed to do there, but yeah. Again, I don't know if this is still available on Amazon Japan or on Etsy. seasonal book. Yeah, I have so many seasonal books. I just can't see me coloring that. So, gonna let that one go. This one I am not sure. I got this not too long ago. And Chiakiida? Is that how you pronounce the illustrator? The room I long for, my dream room. Chiakiida. Ida? Sorry, probably not pronouncing that correctly. This one I'm on the fence about. I'm not a fan of coloring people. I think I've said that lots of times before. And it has the really nice Japanese paper. The little girl is in, I think, pretty much almost every page. Well, she's not there, I guess. I'm just not sure. I don't tend to color interiors very often. I don't tend to color clothes or hair or that sort of thing. I mean, I do love seasonal pictures. Just, you know, a Christmas picture there with a fire. I just think that there's, again, you know, other books that I would probably reach for before this one. And there's like a fold out. Here's her little house, I guess, in the back. Yeah, I think I will let that one go. Oh, I didn't take the tape off the last one, did I? Oh well. Let me tear it. I'll worry about that after. Okay, this is another one that I got not too long ago. Japanese again. I think Amazon Japan. It does have the nicer Japanese paper. It does have nice florals. The spaces are kind of big. I think that's what maybe puts me off of this one. Again, I like the little teeny detailed pages. The beginning of this, it has beautiful colored. Look at that. I think that's probably what sucked me into this book. So these are all colored illustrations of the ones that are in here. I mean, they're stunning. Looks like maybe the person did them with watercolor. I'm not a big watercolor kind of person. I don't tend to do a lot of it. When I do watercolor-ish kind of coloring, I tend to use my Zig real brush pens. This is a collection of poems of flowers and lyrics. And I couldn't really get a translation for the illustrator. I just got Meiji Student. So I don't know. Again, I'm just using my translation app on my phone, so that may not be right. But yeah, I probably just the big areas. I mean, I realize there's finer detail in some of them. I just don't. Again, you know, I have so many books. I have more books than I could ever hope to color in a lifetime. And I mean, I certainly intend on doing more coloring when I retire, which maybe a number of years away. But even then, there's still only so many books you can color. And I just don't think this is one that I would be drawn towards. So, we'll let that one go. And the last one. This is, again, a Japanese book, Journey to Wonderland. And I know Wendy from Wendy's Coloring has done some lovely things in here. And truth be told, I think it's her colorings that keep me kind of coming back to this book and thinking, oh, you know, maybe I could do, not as lovely as hers, but, you know, maybe I could do something cool in there too. So this is a journey in a mysterious country, Kitami Hako. Journey to Wonderland. Like I love that. That's beautiful. So it's got some colored examples here at the beginning. Looks like colored pencil, if I had to guess. This does have more detail. Smaller areas. I don't know if my Pitt pens and Stettler pens would work on here. See, I love forest scenes. And it does have little people, but they're like little fairies, and that's, to me, that's different. So we've got, you know, clocks. And then there's a section called Village that has flying fish. And some of the backgrounds have been colored for you. Like it's got this really lovely purple kind of shaded background done. And the line work here, if it looks a different color, it's because it is. It's kind of a purpley color. I don't know how that would play out in terms of coloring. And then we go to forest. Got this lovely kind of grayish background. There's underwater forests. Forests in jars. Oh, I think I'm talking myself into this one. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this one. All right, so here, again, and then there was a few smaller ones here. So there's the stack that I am going to let go. And then this one, this one were on my maybe pile. No, I think I'm going to keep these. So we'll keep these, but we're going to let these ones go. And it is a huge stack. It's quite close to my camera, you can see. Future editing Connie here. Just a small correction here. Not really a correction. It was change of mind afterwards. So I did keep those three that I mentioned in the video. I also ended up keeping the Japanese books that I was going to destash, just because they're Japanese books. They're good quality. You never know if they're going to go out of print. So I ended up keeping them. The rest of the books have all found wonderful new homes, and like I said, the supplies at the beginning of the video found wonderful new homes, so that makes me happy. Other people can enjoy them, and I can spread the love of coloring. All right, the camera's going to be freaking out trying to focus here, though. Here, we'll put, at least that one's not too shiny on top. All right, so that was just some destashing that I did, my school year ended here, kind of spring, May 2025, it's now into June. Just going through and just kind of, taking a good hard look at what's in my collection and what am I going to color in, what supplies am I just not going to use, and they should go to somebody who will use them. It just, to me, was something I felt like I wanted to do. So, if you like what you see in my channel, you know what to do. I know I keep repeating it every video, but, YouTube suggests that you do, so, like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. Let a friend know, etc., etc. I hope everyone is safe. I hope everyone is well. And I hope everyone is enjoying their coloring. Till next time, folks. Take care. Bye-bye.